My name is Dana Giesbrecht, and I live in Alberta. Edmonton, Alberta to be exact, known for two things. Well, three things. Oil and gas, our gigantic monstrosity of a shopping mall, formerly the world's largest, and beef. Alberta beef. Delicious, grilled, AAA Angus Alberta beef. And Edmonton being the most northern major city in Canada, winters are everything you'd expect from a Canadian winter. We get snow, we get freezing rain, blizzards, and isolating, depressing, seasonal affective disorder-inducing cold. But after rallying together after such long winters, summers in Edmonton are incredible. We're home to the world's largest urban park, boasting 160 kilometers of trail systems with 20 major parks. And Edmonton is also the festival capital of Canada. And while we do have various winter festivals, summer is truly when the city comes alive. With festivals dedicated to street performers, food trucks, fringe theater, art festivals, music festivals, rodeos, and even festivals dedicated to meat. Yep, festivals dedicated to meat. One of the things that ties most Albertans together, a love of Alberta beef. The cattle industry, meat industry is huge in Alberta, and Albertans are proud of their meat. But are we healthy? Are you a healthy guy?
I used to be pretty healthy.
You used to be pretty healthy?
Yeah.
Oh, look.
What are you eating on a daily basis?
Mostly chicken and vegetables right now.
Burgers and fries.
Yeah.
Definitely a crutch.
And have you always eaten like this? No? Any health conditions?
Well, I'm trying to suck my stomach in here, but I like to think I'm sort of.
What do you think you could do to feel healthier?
Oh, definitely exercise more.
I cut down on meat.
Okay.
Yes,
How come?
because I don't feel well from eating much of it.
What if you woke up tomorrow and you could never eat meat again?
I wouldn't want it to be like that. It's like it's going to rain every day.
Hungry.
Do you think you could survive without it?
No.
Imagine that, never eating meat again. In Alberta, that's blasphemy.
Thanks a bunch.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome. What do you know about the vegan diet?
No meat.
Not a whole heck of a lot.
Do you know what that is?
No.
No, I have not.
No.
Yes, I'm familiar with it. Just
what-
haven't tried it.
Yes.
Yeah? What do you know about veganism?
Just natural.
No meat, no dairy, no animal byproducts.
Do you think you could do it?
I don't think I could qualify for that one.
Oh, it's a big step.
I just know I wouldn't make me happy, so I have no intention of ever trying it. I'm a meat person.
I've always been very fascinated with health. Yo-yo dieting myself ever since I can remember. Dealing with body issues, starving myself, then putting all the weight back on. Addicted to sugar since I was a little kid.
My dad used to put a can of pop in our lunch every single day. Top that off with fruit snacks, granola bars, jellos, puddings, fruit juices. No wonder I've been dealing with skin issues my entire life. By the time I got to university, I was so addicted to sugar that I would wake up in the middle of the night going through withdrawal symptoms after I decided to quit it.
But to really kick it all, to try and attempt the healthiest, cleanest diet around, no meat, no dairy, no processed sugar, what does that look like? That's when I began to learn about the raw vegan diet.
Do you think you could go raw vegan? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, where you don't eat any dairy, like no.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
You couldn't do that.
That'd be a battle to do, that's for sure.
I would set myself to maybe a week and
Okay.
try slowly.
Honestly, maybe a month.
A month is pretty good. So a 30-day raw vegan challenge, you could attempt that?
Yeah, I could probably try that.
It seems like a pretty crazy idea, eating all of your food raw, no heating, no cooking, only eating dishes where all the enzymes are intact. But what does that even mean, really?
Enzymes are biological molecules, proteins, that act as catalysts and help complex reactions occur everywhere in life. They're essential for helping the body to absorb nutrients from the food we eat, and raw plant food, like fruits and vegetables, are full of enzymes. However, these enzymes are destroyed if the food is cooked above 118 degrees Fahrenheit.
So the entire concept of enzymes is pretty confusing, but what it all seems to come down to is eating only raw food does something magical to the body. People eating only raw food claim they have more energy, they sleep better, they look better, they feel better, their skin is clear, and they stop eating garbage. So why aren't we all doing it? I've decided to find out for myself. 30 days on a raw vegan diet. What does that look and feel like? Can I do it? Most importantly, will it help me kick my bad habits? And at the same time, I'm challenging 4 meat-eating Albertans to join me on this journey to better health.
My name's Dan Johnstone. I'm 27 years old, from Edmonton, Alberta. I weigh 215 pounds, I'm 6'2".
One of the many reasons I chose Dan is because of his interesting relationship with food. I originally met Dan during one of his fundraisers for the Edmonton Food Bank, under his other name.
My name was actually created by the community because I'd go door to door around my neighborhood collecting food and stuff for the Edmonton Food Bank, places like the Edmonton Youth Shelter, soup kitchens, homeless shelters, and because I'd always be carrying like bags of cans of food around, so people started calling me Can Man Dan.
One of his most well-known fundraisers includes camping outside a local grocery store.
To collect as much food, money, and awareness as I can for the Edmonton Food Bank, and I sleep in the back of a trailer. It's not heated, it's very cold, and it's actually become quite a staple event here in Edmonton.
So, why does he do it? Because Dan knows firsthand what it's like to go hungry.
We grew up, it was a single mother household. Things were quite tough because it was me and my brother and my mom. My dad left at a very early age, so we struggled to make ends meet a lot of the time. So we depended on things like various social services like the food bank, and so after they took care of me and my family for so many years, I said, you know what, it's time to give back.
With so much on his plate already, I needed to be convinced that Dan would really be committed to 30 days on a super strict raw vegan diet.
The reason why I agreed to participate in this challenge is because I want to get healthier.
But does he really understand what he's getting into?
Absolutely nothing. I agreed to this challenge and I still know nothing.
If anything else, his enthusiasm and sarcastic personality will at least keep me entertained for the next 30 days.
Good day, thank you for calling in. My name's Shane, I'm in Edmonton.
The next challenger I chose was Shane.
Hi, I'm Shane, this is my wife Claire. I'm 54 years old. I'm from South Africa and currently I weigh just over 400 pounds.
We stopped by Shane's home for a normal family dinner of spaghetti bolognese to get to know him better. After heavily sweating, after only a few minutes moving around the kitchen with his kids, it was apparent he's in bad shape.
My health's terrible. It's really bad.
To remember just how many medications he's on, Shane has to look them up on his phone and add them up on his calculator.
The amiodarone is the rate control. I've got furosemide, it's a water tablet. I'm on a blood thinner, so I cut my finger and it just takes that much longer to heal. Well, life without medication would be a dream. It's like, I mean, that's the way I used to live. It would be fantastic if I didn't have to. Unfortunately, if I don't take it at the moment, I probably won't live that much longer.
This won't be the first time Shane's attempting an extreme diet to get his weight and health problems under control either. A year ago, he lost 90 pounds on a liquid diet while applying for gastric bypass surgery. Ultimately, he decided against the surgery for personal reasons.
Unfortunately, when I went off the liquid diet, I also went back to the old eating habits and that, and I gained back 50 pounds again.
And because of their incredible bond, Shane isn't doing this challenge alone. His wife Claire has decided to support him and do it as well.
When you see someone who's sick and when someone walks and they're struggling to breathe and you can't get out and be active in that, it takes its toll on everybody.
I'm going to tell you purely and honestly, it's selfish. I want to get healthy for myself, firstly. But like, you know, I want to enjoy my life again. I want to be, you know, go back to doing the things that I can't do. I want to take my kids and teach them how to surf.
Definitely a pair. Small on the top, the big old bottom.
Meet my final challengers, sisters Amanda and Sam. Amanda is 27 years old and Sam 25, but as the older sister, Amanda carries much more responsibility.
I'm a full-time student and I work 2 part-time jobs, and I have a kid who's 3. She's a lot of fun, but you know how 3-year-olds are.
But not only is Amanda a mom to her daughter, she's also a lot like a mom to Sam.
Let's just put it as she grounded me for the first time ever in my life. Let's say if I'm gonna buy something, I check with her and be like, is this a smart idea? Because I like to shop. And all of a sudden, no money's there.
Not only does she make all Sam's financial decisions, Amanda also controls her food choices as well.
I cook because Sam does not cook worth anything. I try to keep encouraging her because I tell her one day I won't be here to cook you meals and you'll just starve to death.
In the last few years, I got diagnosed with IBS. On top of being IBS, I'm lactose intolerant as well. I can't eat a whole lot, and if I plan on going out, there's really not a whole lot I can eat unless I plan on running to the bathroom constantly, which is a joy.
But while Sam's doing the challenge for her health, Amanda's reasons are a little different.
I don't want her to grow up the way we did. We ate a lot of crap food, and it's really important that she doesn't grow up like that, that I can do my part in teaching her some of this stuff. But that being said, I have to change myself in order to be able to teach her that, so.
Now that we have our 5 people committed to the challenge, it's time to start talking about the food we're going to be eating for the next 30 days. And what better way to experience raw vegan food than to eat a meal with those who have been following the diet for quite some time. We have a raw vegan potluck coming up in the city, the perfect way for our 5 challengers to experience some creative raw vegan food and give them some ideas for the next 30 days. The couple who put on the potluck are Margaret Marion and her husband, David Parker, who head the Raw Vegan Society of Edmonton.
These potlucks are special because we meet so many interesting people. I'm very keen on the vegetarian lifestyle, vegan lifestyle, because it has such a low impact on the environment.
For tonight's potluck, Margaret is preparing a zucchini pasta with raw marinara sauce and a purple raw chia pudding. According to her, there's a raw vegan alternative to pretty much every dish you can think of.
You can make raw donuts, you can make raw pierogies, you can make raw pasta, raw pizza, crackers and cheese.
Margaret passes out some raw vegan info pamphlets to the newcomers, which introduces them to the basics of the diet. And while Shane is excited, Sam looks skeptical.
It's gonna be interesting.
Amanda, on the other hand, is embracing the idea of only eating raw for 30 days a little better.
Clearly we are not there yet. But, you know, just to try it would be good.
And just before everyone digs in, Dan graces the party with his presence.
I brought pineapple. Can you eat this? Can vegans eat pineapple?
Yes.
Of course. I don't know. Can't drink coffee.
Finally, it's time for everyone to begin eating.
This right here, I'm not sure what it's called or what it is, but it tastes like an Eat More, minus the sugar, and minus the cocoa, and minus all the other preservatives they put in it. But it's pretty good still. It's quite a leap to go all the way from eating meat all the way to raw vegan foods for a month. That's a huge move. So should I quit right now, Francis?
The only problem I really have with this is coldness. It's just cold, you know.
I suppose it's much better in the summer.
But I think the best part is I know I don't have to feel guilty at all. I can just eat as much as I want.
Gorge away.
Let's face it, half my plate is normally filled with meat. So, but I'm pretty full.
I'm stomaching it. That sounds really bad, actually. No, it's good. It's delicious.
Despite the fact that he barely stomachs the food, Dan still cleans his plate. And overall, the challenger's first introduction to an all-raw vegan meal is a complete success. But before we start our 30-day challenge together, there's a few more steps to cover first.
This is the Old Strathcona Farmers Market, one of my favorite things to do on a Saturday morning here in Edmonton. Row upon row of fresh, local, organic produce. The perfect place to take our challengers grocery shopping before they start their 30-day detox. This is going to give them the best idea of what they'll be eating for the next 30 days.
Amanda unfortunately can't be here because she has to write a biology exam.
Even with Amanda tied up, I'm optimistic Sam will have an easy time staying away from the non-raw vegan goodies, since she is a lover of raw veggies. But her first stop is on the no-go list.
I'm walking past the chicken section and I can't eat any of this for 30 days. So I slightly hate my life.
Heather, can you paint like a big M on my forehead?
An M for...
Yeah, like McDonald's, like the McDonald's logo. And put like a...
That could be a copyright
Yeah.
issue.
And while Sam hates her life, Dan is also keeping things interesting. His main objective seems to be sweet-talking his way into as much free food as possible.
You're very beautiful. Now I see you have some canned stuff. All right, how much does this cost?
It's free for you.
It's free?
Yes.
Everybody should come to the farmer's market because everything is free here, apparently.
And Claire and Shane also gravitate towards anything but fruit and veggies.
See you in 30 days, thanks.
I don't even know what we're looking at right now. It's different kind of pears. I didn't know there was more than one kind of pear, to be honest. I can't even process what's going on. Sir, can you help me? Call me an ambulance, please.
We're looking for vegan stuff, so stuff that's not cooked, that's raw.
Right, and you have to cook the Edmund. You can't have just raw.
But while this fudge definitely isn't raw, it is vegan.
Try that. How's that taste? You like it?
It's not raw.
We can't do it.
They're mad at me now. They're mad at
This
me.
is not fair. This is, we're going to go on protest, Jen.
I'm on a very strict diet. It's been ordered by Satan himself. Can somebody tell me if I can eat honey, please? Anybody?
I've got a big bag of cucumbers.
Let's be real. Sam won't be doing much of the cooking anyways.
Gonna get a bag of peppers. Amanda's gonna make a stuffed pepper with guacamole. I love cooked food, so going into nothing but raw is gonna be a different lifestyle for 30 days.
I found some raw carrot juice that I got for free. Really nice lady. I got a free thing of pickled carrots. Delicious, but I can't eat them. And I'm most excited about these because they look amazing.
With the grocery shopping done, my 5 challengers are feeling a little better about the journey they're about to embark on. But I still need to know that this challenge can become more than just an experiment. So before we officially start the 30-day challenge, I want everyone to first check in with their family doctor to discuss how going completely raw will impact their health.
Hi, doctor.
How are you doing?
Pleasure to see you again. I'm thinking about doing a little something crazy. Because you know me, you know I love eating meat.
Yes.
I eat three meals a day and they all have meat. Bacon, hamburger, steak at dinner.
And the reason you want to go on this diet is because?
I'm trying to drop about 15 pounds, doctor.
At 6'2" and 215 pounds, Dan has a body mass index, or BMI, of 25.5, putting him just over the line of being overweight.
So my goal weight is 200 pounds, which would put me on the top of the pyramid of the healthy zone. So I gotta drop 15 pounds on this vegan diet, and I'm gonna do it.
And his doctor sees no issue with doing it, attempting to go raw vegan for 30 days.
Well, I'm rooting for him. I think he's motivated to lose weight and he wants to have a lifestyle change, and I'll support what he's doing.
Next, I follow Sam and Amanda to their family doctor.
That's the worst part.
Weighing 225 at 5'9", Amanda's BMI is 33.7, putting her in the obese category. At 5'6.5" and 295 pounds, Sam's BMI is 46.2, also falling under the obese range. However, to get to a normal weight, Amanda only needs to lose 56 pounds, where Sam needs to lose about 140.
You want to go on you want to lose some weight?
Yeah, it's about time, right?
Yes.
It's a raw food diet. Vegan raw.
Dieting is not rocket science, right?
No.
And my only concern really would be there's no meat if you're vegan. I mean, that's a challenge for iron, and you have to be very aware of that.
How do you think this is going to affect Sam with her IBS?
Well, that's a good question. With higher fiber, it should help you. So if it means going on a 30-day, 60-day raw vegan, but they learn then about the foods they should be eating, because we should all be eating more fruits and vegetables. That's a good thing. It's just they might find a modification of this diet in the long term is better.
As far as Shane goes, unfortunately, the big guy doesn't have a family doctor in the city, and we're not able to take a camera into a Medicare center for his checkup.
Today I brought broccoli salad. It has nuts, sesame seed oil. I'm excited to start this challenge.
They taste like no flavor whatsoever, so I've been munching on these all day, and that's all I've eaten. I've eaten probably about, I don't know, 100 grapes or so.
When I woke up this morning, I thought, oh crap, whatever got into me. Anyway, that's my lunch. It's my green banana smoothie. And hopefully things get better from you.
This is what I'm eating. And that is day one.
With day one complete, after talking with Shane and Dan, the big concern is variety.
When it comes to vegan restaurants here in Edmonton, options are slim to none. And raw vegan, whole other story. But there is one option.
Nourish Restaurant is a conscious eatery where we try to create dishes that are based on the preface of let food be thy medicine and medicine be thy food.
Nourish's entire menu is organic and vegetarian, with most items also being vegan, including raw vegan options.
There's been a little bit of a revolutionary movement to get back to whole foods, back to live foods, living foods, just preparing them in a way that is so tasty and still so enjoyable. It's not just carrot sticks and celery sticks. People first thought that a vegan restaurant in Edmonton wouldn't really fly just because we have such a heavy meat culture, Alberta beef, it's oil country. There's a totally different industry and activity going on in Edmonton. And you know what? 50% of our guests are also meat eaters, so that's kind of fun and interesting to see that gourmet food doesn't need to be reserved to just people who have one health preference.
And following one of their chefs in the kitchen, we are able to watch them assemble one of their famous raw dishes, raw tacos. Using a dehydrator, the restaurant makes these tortillas with sweet corn and red peppers. The taco meat is made of zucchinis and mushrooms. And the salsa includes this slimy, nutrient-rich ingredient made from nopal cactus.
Sometimes with other more traditional meals, you'll get that kind of sluggish feeling after. But with a raw food, you actually have energy after. It gives you energy. I think that's a huge component of why it's so great.
What do you think, Sam?
I'm nauseous.
I think that's a little bit of a detox happening. Yeah, I'm feeling it a little bit myself, but here I'll show you our food, and we're gonna eat and chill out for the rest of the night. All right?
I bought this mouth-watering, savory, juicy, tantalizing banana. And I'm going to enjoy this thing all morning.
It's only day 2, and I'm already worried about Dan not eating enough. Eating 3 bananas in one day only adds up to about 300 calories.
Nice job, Jesse.
So tonight, I'm following him to his basketball practice at a local elementary school where he volunteers his time as a coach. And not surprisingly, Dan's already complaining about the diet.
When it comes to the locker room, they just push me down. They're all pushing me aside. And this diet has affected my ability to coach. And I don't recommend it to anybody. That was a pass. That was supposed to be a pass, not a shot.
Let's hope he'll soon have as much fun getting creative with raw vegan food as he does for goofing around with the students on the court.
Nice try, Ben. Nice try. That was awesome.
For food today, I've got some snap peas with cherry tomatoes. This is my second orange of the day. I've also had 2 apples and a banana and an avocado. And then again, because I'm a creature of habit, I have my beets and cucumber and apple shredded salad.
Pear banana shake, and actually I tried a bit of it. It's really yummy.
I am doing my psychology degree at Grant MacEwan, so right now I am studying for my biology exam. My study snack that I'm having right now is a little bit of nuts with fruit. Anyways, have a good day.
The day 3 hump is conquered, and now the challenge is starting to feel like a healthy lifestyle versus self-inflicted torture. And one person who knows just how beneficial raw food can be is Marnie Ashcroft of Edmonton's Glow Juicery.
My own personal experience was just a host of inflammatory issues that came about from poor diet and not understanding the way that my body worked. When I started evaluating plant nutrition and the benefits of just incorporating more vegetables into my diet, and juice in particular, that's when I noticed a great benefit.
Glow Juicery has become a thriving health-based juice business in Edmonton, which creates fresh-pressed fruit and veggie juices using largely local and organic foods.
People talk of energy, they talk about reduced cravings. A lot of people with autoimmune issues experience tons of benefit from raw plant nutrition.
This thing is monstrous. Look how huge it looks in my tiny hands. And then we have some grapes at Sobeys on sale for $2 a pound or whatever it was. And then I got some vegan water that I had specially imported from the Middle East.
This is our first day at the gym. We got a pass last weekend, and so yeah, this is us going to have a bit of a sweat.
I was really hungry yesterday, needed some protein. But this morning I got up, and when I got out and started walking around, I feel like I got more energy. Actually feel a lot better.
They had Timmy's at work the other day, donuts, muffins, cookies and coffee. And I don't drink coffee, but it was pretty hard watching everybody else eat and I didn't.
Candy is my kryptonite. Sugar, once I start, I can't get enough. I just need more and more. And chocolate, game over. When I start eating chocolate, it's all I can think of. So doing this 30-day vegan detox is going to be incredibly difficult for me because giving up chocolate is by far the hardest part. However, vegan chocolate is a thing, and believe it or not, raw vegan chocolate is as well. And I found someone here in Edmonton who knows how to make it.
Meet Colleen Heidecker, a raw chocolatier.
I would make creme brulees and I would take it to my friends that were strict carnivores and be like, taste this and tell me what it is. And they'd kind of look at me and be like, what's a creme brulee? I'm like, I know, but it's raw and it's made with seaweed.
She's taught herself to make raw chocolate using high-quality ingredients like raw cacao beans. Cacao beans are one of nature's most potent superfoods and are the purest form of chocolate. Cacao and cocoa may sound similar, but cocoa is actually the processed version of cacao. The beans come from the cacao fruit tree, also known as Theobroma cacao. The tree first bears cacao pods, which are cracked open to release the beans. From here, the beans are opened to find the cacao nibs. The nibs are then processed at a very low temperature to separate the white, creamy cacao butter from the cacao powder. The cacao butter is the fattiest part of the bean and resembles white chocolate in taste and appearance. It's using these superior raw ingredients that has allowed Colleen to make delicious raw chocolate from scratch.
If you'd like, we can put some cashew butter on some bananas and we will dip it in some chocolate.
Oh, this would be dangerous to have in my house. I don't think I would even bother making the chocolate. I'd just eat this off the spoon.
What an opportunity to take these amazing ingredients and turn it into something beautiful and amazing to eat. And I don't look at it as a chore, I look at it as fun. And so when I teach classes, I teach people that you can have a lot of fun with what you're doing and you can incorporate all these different foods and you can try something that you may have never tried before. Yes.
Do the honors.
And because her chocolate has become so popular, Colleen has decided to share her skills with others in the community interested in creating their own raw chocolate.
When you can find chocolate in its unprocessed form, it's so loaded with antioxidants. I mean, it helps with our cravings, it's loaded with magnesium.
My favorite part on instructing people with raw food is how excited they get to know that they can go home and do these recipes themselves.
We're not even a full week into the 30-day detox, and I just got some really bad news today. I just got off the phone with Shane and Amanda, and they've both been let go from their jobs. Fortunately for Amanda, she's a student, so she's going to quit right away and focus on school and persevere. She'll be fine. But Shane, I'm really worried about. He's an emotional person as it is, and he doesn't have a lot of options now. He's got 4 kids, a family to provide for. I know he's really stressed out about this. Hopefully he'll continue on with the detox. He says he will, but I can't imagine what's going through his head right now.
Mentally, you're depressed and that as well, and dealing with it. Well, the timing is terrible because if they'd done it like 1 month earlier, it would have been really great because I could have got into, I wanted to study diagnostic imaging. That's closed already, so that means I have to wait a whole year before I can go back and do that.
But despite feeling lost about his job situation, Shane's face completely lights up when the subject changes to the challenge.
I just want to say, well, thank you, because this is really great. It's just, I can't believe, when we went to that vegan dinner, people were saying you're going to have so much energy, and suddenly I have all this energy. It's really good. The biggest challenge I find is not eating hot food. And then just trying to get the recipes together, trying to, because I've done this before, trying to just get to eat, enough protein. That's the biggest thing. When I weighed myself yesterday morning, I'd lost 12 pounds.
Wow. High five. Yeah! That's great.
Yeah.
Feeling good?
Yes, much better. And it's not hard. We stuff ourselves. I have been eating full. I go to bed, I've eaten too much, and I'm still losing weight.
I feel like a crazy person when I talk about it because I really didn't expect that. Because you hear these people talking about it and you're like, bull, whatever. But you feel like you got energy on, I said to Sam at the restaurant, a cellular level. It's just unbelievable.
Hitting day 6 has been huge for Amanda. She's still doing all the cooking for her and Sam, taking care of her daughter and studying for school. All this despite recently losing her job. But so far, her only disappointment is the scale.
Me and Sam haven't lost a damn pound.
What? Oh no.
The hummus has lots of oil in it. I eat a lot of that. And peanut butter and avocados, coconut milk, all that stuff.
So what do you think you need to do to make the numbers change?
Oh, well, eating less is always a good thing, yeah. Because it's pretty simple math, calories in, calories out.
Your job situation recently changed as well.
Helped me decide what I was going to do because I was really struggling with finding time for family life, finding time with school life, finding time to make money. So I just said, I have 40 days left of school practically, so I'm just going to focus on that.
So despite the upset with their job situations, both Amanda and Shane are still remaining positive. My biggest concern still lies with Dan.
Day 6, how's it been going?
How can I put this without using a 4-letter word? I feel incredibly ill. I think I've already lost 5 or 10 pounds. I'm not even kidding. My jeans are all loose. My shirts are all baggy.
But you're not doing it right. You're not even eating.
Well, there's nothing I can eat, Dana. I don't like to cook already, so I'm not going to spend 2-3 hours on this vegan recipe. I don't like a lot of vegetables, and fruit's all right. So I've been surviving on fruit alone, and it feels like Survivor. My stomach just growled really hard. Did you hear that? I feel like an alien's gonna burst out of me.
I saw the way you haggled your way through the farmer's market. Maybe you just need to spend a little more money on food.
Well, just stick to what I know, and that's raspberries, bananas, baby carrots. But I won't break. I will not break.
I'm still concerned about Dan, but I know there's more options for raw vegan food than he puts on. It's time to see what else is out there.
We are here at the Organic Box, a super cool local business that started in Edmonton about 5 years ago. But 5 years ago, they only had 40 customers. Today, they have over 5,000, about 1,000% increase. What they do is they provide you with a box of organic goods straight to your doorstep. Everything you want, you sign up for online. They make it really, really easy. But the best part about what they do is they support small local family farmers. Farmers know exactly how much of their produce is sold before they even grow it. It helps not only keep them in business, but helps expand their businesses. Let's head inside.
This is where we are packing boxes right now for delivery home.
The production floor is where the more than 50 staff members pack the weekly boxes that go out to clients. Boxes right now have rainbow carrots, potatoes, sunchokes.
The thing about sunchokes you got to be careful is it's a really strong diuretic.
Okay.
So if you eat too many of them, everyone around you is going to know about it.
Do you find that people are looking for more vegan and raw vegan items than maybe they were in past years?
There's a real raw food movement happening. We're trying desperately to stay ahead of it and find as many products as we can, and that's given us probably 50 new people that we work with here that are making products for us that are in the raw vegan category. And because our market for raw vegan products is growing so much, we've been really lucky to find and secure these raw vegan energy bars, which are made in High River here in Alberta. I think the really cool story about these guys is their production facility was flooded. They had to shut down production, but the demand for their product was so strong that they found a new location and restarted again.
So this is organic, vegan, and raw, and made right here in Alberta.
That's right.
So it seems Dan may just be belly aching a little too much. Every time I turn around, I find more and more healthy raw vegan options, and a lot of local items.
This thing here, like this, costs $9.99, which is completely outrageous. Who knew pistachios were so expensive? And as you can see here, I got blackberries. There's only one left. There he is right there. And then I got some baby carrots, which were on sale as well. So all in all, I spent about 15, 16 bucks on this here. And, you know, as opposed to the $5 I would probably spend at McDonald's.
My energy seems to lag off towards the end of the day quite severely. But by the time I get home, I'm full of pep again. So I love this thing. This is great.
With all this talk of energy, I need to know more about the actual medical reasons that raw food seems to be such an abundant source of it. After much searching and networking, I finally found the exact right person to talk to, a vegan doctor.
I would say I ate everything, meat and cheese and eggs, everything, and to say the truth, I liked it. And I still like it. It's excellent, excellent taste. Everything is fine. The only one thing is that it's not healthy.
Dr. Gross is a family doctor in Edmonton who's been fully vegan for 4 years.
We know that we get too much protein these days. It's not that we have a problem of less protein. The problem is that we get too much protein. And that is the cause to so many diseases.
And he says he's seen firsthand what changing your diet can do to change your life.
Chronic joint diseases, backaches, talking about depression, chronic fatigue syndrome, many diseases that we don't directly relate to eating or to the food disappear when we change our eating habits.
But his biggest piece of advice for anyone interested in pursuing the raw vegan diet is not to jump from one extreme to another.
If you want to become a complete raw vegan, you need even more to be careful of what you eat and to eat it in a balanced way.
And because Shane doesn't have a family doctor in the city, Dr. Gross also agreed to see him to do a full checkup and see how the 30-day challenge was affecting him.
It's fantastic. I don't know why I didn't do this many years ago. This is a secret that somebody's keeping and it should be out there. Everybody should know about this.
It's amazing to hear that, and actually you encouraged myself to continue with this trend.
I thought that I had concussion because my head was so fuzzed, you know, I had problem concentrating in that. And I've had a clear head for the last week and a half now.
The main thing, the main change that you did is not about nutrition.
Mm-hmm.
It's about the mindset.
Yeah.
You change your mindset. You get control of your life.
So I want everybody to know about this. I want everybody to find out what this is, what this can do for you.
These are red lentils, a great source of protein. Now you might think on a raw vegan diet you can't eat these. Well, you can, but you're not going to eat them like this. They're hard, they're chewy. I don't think you'll get any nutritional value out of them. You can soak them overnight, but even more beneficial is sprouting them. I've tracked down someone here in Edmonton who used to teach classes on raw vegan cooking methods such as sprouting, and she's agreed to share some of her wisdom with us and her passion for the raw vegan lifestyle. Victoria's been a vegetarian and then a vegan for the past 20 years, but says that when she went fully raw, she noticed incredible changes in her body.
There is no heartburn. There is none of that fatigue that people complain about, oh, I have to have a nap. There is an alertness that can only be experienced from the raw food lifestyle. It's incredible. This cost 2 cents a jar to make.
Sprouting entails soaking beans, nuts, grains, or seeds to replicate germination. This process activates and multiplies nutrients and neutralizes enzyme inhibitors, which are molecules that bind to enzymes and prevent them from working in their normal way. And eating sprouts also promotes the growth of vital digestive enzymes in the body as well.
Enzymes are a bodily function that are produced up to about the age of 30. And they store themselves. Eventually, if you are on a 90% cooked lifestyle, you run out of enzymes and the body does not produce them after the age of 30. So now we have premature gray hair, premature memory, premature wrinkles, fog when you can't remember things. And it's all based on the fact the body says, well, I have no more enzymes. Now, when you use raw foods, the body doesn't have to use any of the enzymes at all because food cooked under 118 Fahrenheit maintains all of its enzymes.
And Victoria says that one of the biggest misconceptions about raw food is that there's no variety. She proves that stereotype wrong by showing us step-by-step how to make raw cheese out of soaked cashews and pairs that with onion bread and a raw Caesar salad.
We are the only species that cook our food. If you look at the balance of nature, it's just us. Why do we cook it? It's abundant, it tastes wonderful, and what do you really do when you cook it? You're adding all kinds of things on top of it, and you're destroying any of the nutrition.
Let me show you what I got for lunch today. We got some baby carrots, and we got a delicious apple, or not apple, the banana. That's the wrong shape to be an apple and color. And the cool thing is I only paid $1.44 for all this delicious food.
So far I've lost 19 pounds and feeling really good. Don't know why I didn't try this years ago.
The first week was definitely a struggle. Definitely was ready just to say screw it and not complete it, but I'm glad I stuck with it. I've lost 16 pounds so far and hopefully we'll keep losing more.
Not craving a whole lot. Still get a lot of variety in my diet. Feeling really good about it. Feel like this is more of like a lifelong thing, lifelong journey than just a 30-day challenge. So to me, day 15 doesn't really seem so hard.
To really understand the benefits of a raw vegan lifestyle, the best way is to speak with someone who's been practicing this diet for years. And when I first started digging around for people, I came across way more than I thought there would be. But I really wanted an athlete. I wanted to speak with someone about the protein deficiency of eating a vegan diet. And that's when I came across Logan Bolio.
I've been running ultra marathons for almost 2.5 decades.
Hard to imagine 20 years as an ultra marathon runner, and yet Logan does not eat meat.
When you eat leafy green vegetables, you get all the iron you need. All the nutrition you need is in a plant-based diet. Look at a gorilla, look at a rhinoceros, look at an elephant. They're all vegan.
Meeting Logan and hearing his story was eye-opening. I had no idea that someone who trained every single day, running outdoors, rain or shine, and participating in such extreme marathons could get away with eating a mostly raw vegan diet. But Logan isn't the only member of the family to prescribe.
My father was diagnosed with cancer, throat cancer, and he became vegan after the fact. He was always very health conscious. He was actually vegetarian, and he became vegan because cancer cannot survive in an alkaline body. Stage 4 cancer he was diagnosed with, and he just kept fighting. He had his treatments, and with his diet, he beat it.
Logan's father lives in BC today, and the pair still venture around the world to participate in races together. And together, they continue to promote the vegan lifestyle.
Veganism is, in my opinion, it's the diet for any cancer survivor. It's the only diet for a cancer survivor.
It's day 18 of the challenge, and I want to do another face-to-face check-in with my challengers. First stop, Claire and Shane. I meet them out walking their 2 dogs, something that Shane now regularly participates in.
I know the dogs are very happy because I've always been the only one to walk them, and now I've got Shane up to help walk them as well, so they're very, very happy about that.
My relationships or that sort of thing with the food has definitely changed, because when I grew up, we always had to finish our plates up. So when I had kids, the one thing I always tried to teach them was to not finish your plate, to leave something behind, which they did. And then what they do is they push their plate towards me, and then I felt compelled to finish it, which is, it's just like a stupid mental game. It feels much better being able to eat and then just, leave stuff behind, not finish it off. I really get full. You can't eat anymore. You're so stuffed, you just, no.
I really don't want to eat as much as I did. I really don't even eat after the gym until I'm about to pass out.
But when I do want to eat, I'm wanting to choose healthier options.
Yeah, and I don't want to eat everything on my plate. I'm okay with setting it aside, be like, yeah, I'm done.
However, Sam still relies on her big sister to do most of the cooking. And when that doesn't happen, she's not the best at being left to her own devices.
I've literally had the same salad for the last 4 days. Exact same salad, down to the exact same stuff that's in it.
Besides not finishing their plates, Sam and Amanda have also taken on another healthy habit, going to the gym, albeit one they're still getting used to.
We did some kickboxing, cardio kickboxing. Wanted to kill ourselves. Everyone else was wicked skinny, and me and Sam are barely lifting our knees.
But overall, Amanda's biggest achievement has been how she sees herself as a mom.
I can actually be a good mom. We're going swimming and doing all sorts of stuff. Today we went to go get a basketball, and we bought all sorts of other balls so that we could start doing stuff.
We're here at Edmonton Paintball Center for my favorite pastime. We're gonna do some paintball fun. I got a bunch of my friends here because I'm so popular, and I'm gonna shoot them. Hey! What the heck?
As per usual, Dan is barely holding on to his sanity, so having him run around and shoot things seems like a fitting scene to do his check-in.
For this, my biggest weakness with food was probably the Netflix binge eating. Maybe a bucket of fried chicken, maybe a couple tacos from Taco Bell, and a big bag of chips, multiple flavors. And just binge watching the show. But now I can't do that anymore because my Netflix account ran out. No, Dana, I will shoot you in the face. My willpower level is still at an all-time high, I'm proud to say. When I first started out this diet, I'm like, this is gonna be the easiest thing in the world. And after the first week, like I was literally having dreams about like meat and food. And it's like bizarre. I'd wake up and I'd be in like a deep sweat. I'd be panting, looking for those tacos I was dreaming about or whatever. But now I'm starting to lose faith a little bit. And I just can't wait for it to be over.
After a long weekend of check-ins, I received some interesting news. 2 of my local raw vegan businesses have started a new initiative in the community worth checking out.
This is the Ronald McDonald House, an amazing home away from home for families of sick kids who need to move into Edmonton while their kids are receiving treatment at the Stollery Children's Hospital. Often, when families move into the home, they're putting on between 10 to 15 pounds. That's a lot of comfort food they're eating because of stress. However, there's a new emphasis on healthy eating. There's a program called Juice for Love that just started here. Twice a week, families are able to access free, raw fruit and veggie juices and try and kickstart a different way of eating, especially under all that stress.
The program is a partnership started between Edmonton's Organic Box, where we met Danny, and Marty's Glow Juicery. This weekly program has the Organic Box delivering approximately 150 pounds of fresh organic fruit to the house, where 32 families have an opportunity to juice their own fresh juice for breakfast, making around 24 liters of juice a week.
It is our belief that food is medicine, and that given the opportunity to experience great food, that the body can heal itself. And that's what we wanted to share with the community here.
It's essentially vitamins and nutrients in a bottle, right? So you can't go wrong even if you do grab that comfort food in the morning when you're 6 a.m. have to be at the hospital to see your sick child. We want to make it easier for you. We want to be able to allow you to eat the things that you're still eating without changing your regular eating habits, but adding something really good on top of that.
The Juice for Love program is huge for us. It's our first foray into thinking about families in a completely new and different way and partnering with groups that are lifting us.
And from what we can see with the kids, they are totally on board with drinking a heaping glass of delicious health.
The juice is carroty and it's yummy and it's really good.
As of today, I've lost 21 pounds. Feels fantastic. Still kicking it, 10 more days left, but we're gonna go do it strong.
I'm actually wearing my pants before I start losing weight, so you can have a look and see how much I've actually lost. A little bit baggy.
Everything's going good. Belly's feeling a little a bit of a roller coaster today. I don't know why in particular, it just is, but hope everyone else is doing great.
With only 5 days left in the challenge, we decide to meet as a group for dinner to see how everyone's doing going into the final stretch.
I took Denitra to Tim Hortons and she had a chicken wrap and I wanted to so badly just eat her chicken wrap.
Here we go. This is dinner. We have the zucchini salad with marinara sauce. A la Shane and Claire, my carrot salad, which has been spiced up with some sprouts and some sauce that I made. We'll see if it's edible. And then the raw taco looks absolutely incredible.
When we started this, I never thought that me and Sam would consider doing this for longer than 30 days or even incorporating it as much as we have into our life.
What do you like on your plate? What's yummy?
I love dates.
That sounds delicious.
But I can't tell you what that does to me. Not on TV anyway.
I think vegan would be really easy to do compared to raw vegan. I never thought I'd say that, but vegan would be way easier.
Wave, say hi.
Dan wasn't able to make our final potluck, but he agrees to meet me for dinner instead.
Why did you miss the potluck, Dan?
I was busy. I had better things to do. but I'm making it up. So I'm here trying at Nourish, very wonderful restaurant by the way, I love it, great ambiance. So I'm here trying this black kale Caesar salad, and let's try. Let's try first bite here.
First bite.
All right.
Raw Caesar kale salad. And mine's a little more fun looking. I've got the raw tacos on the go. Dan, what's the verdict? What do you think? Pretty good?
Tastes like Caesar salad.
Perfect.
Delicious.
Okay, what are you promising me?
Promise I'm going to send you all the photos and videos you want.
Look at me.
No.
Look at me.
No.
Look.
I promise you. You get all the photos and videos you want. Now get that thing off me.
Feeling great. I'm excited to finally be able to heat my food and possibly eat some meat. I'm very thankful for this experience. I don't think I could ever survive off just raw vegan. I'll definitely keep going with the vegan and the vegetarian and still some meat, of course. So it'll be exciting.
I'm headed out right now. This will be my last forced salad in a while. I hope that other people learn from this and that they try it out. It would be good for them, even if you did it for a week. It's really enlightening, actually. And I plan on keeping some of the things that I learned with me and definitely using them in the future.
I'm very grateful that we went on this and we found this. I think it's changed our lives so far.
I've lost about 14 pounds, another 14, 16 to go.
And I've lost 32.5 pounds in total.
Days, all done. We all made it as a team, and no one wants to stay 100% vegan, but we've all committed to partial. Maybe it's a couple days a week or just meat on the weekends, whatever it may be. We're all committed to better health, and I think we've followed on the same journey together successfully. So let's see how everyone's feeling.
I think it was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. I thought I'd be counting down every day, and actually by the first 5 days after that was done, I stopped counting.
Finally, my stomach issues are now calmed down, and they're not so crazy at times, or sometimes I'm not sure if I should leave my house.
The gym's going to actually benefit us now, not be a waste of our time and money. So
there were sometimes thoughts that crept into my mind, evil thoughts. I thought, you know what, I can't do this, I can't make it. But then as time progressed and we got further and further into the diet, boom, I started losing a ton of weight near the end all of a sudden. And now I feel like I'm just craving like berries and all this natural banana stuff and all these nuts. My body really transformed. I'm like a transformer. Call me Optimus Prime.
This wonderful, clean energy that you get. It's like burning clean fuel in your car.
I've lost quite a bit of weight. I feel a bazillion times better.
I'm really pleased we did this. I've lost more weight on this than I did on the high protein liquid diet.
It's been an amazing journey.
I want to tell you how I feel.
I encourage anyone out there who's interested in better health to try veganism, try vegetarianism. I'm not saying dive in full force and commit to 30 days raw vegan. It's definitely a very difficult commitment, but to explore your options and see what works for you. I know for all of us this has been eye-opening and sometimes even life-changing, but overall a fantastic experience.